Welcome to your sacral chakra yoga flow. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And if you'd like, you can switch hands to see which position feels more comfortable. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Inhaling, exhaling, letting the breath go. 2 more times. Nice big inhale and exhale, release. Last time, inhale and exhale. And on the next breath in, we will Om. Breathing in. Feel free to set an intention for your practice today before coming into some gentle hip circles seated. Feel free to C-curve the spine and press the hands into the knees. Taking a few rotations one direction and then reversing directions. Checking in with the hips. Bringing some motion to the ocean. Inhale, arms high, and then hinge forward. Nice long spine here, shine the heart. This is another check-in for the hips and the low back. And when you're ready, make your way to tabletop to come into some gentle cat-cow stretches, dropping the belly, gazing forward through cow, and then exhale, push everything away in a nice angry cat stretch. Taking these on your own breath. Eventually coming into some hip circles and table. So sending the hips toward the heels. Again, a few rotations one direction, and then be sure to reverse. You can make these as big or as little as you'd like. Eventually guiding or stepping the left leg forward to come into the world's greatest stretch. You can lift the knee off the ground here and twisting toward that left knee. You can open up the right arm, stepping back through to plank or table to come through to the world's greatest stretch on the other side. You can have the back knee down or lifted. Knees, chest, and chin here to slide through to a gentle cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. Breathing into the backs of the legs. You can nod the head yes, shake it no here to release through the upper back. Eventually sending that left leg high in a 3-legged dog. Drive that knee forward in toward the chest to prepare for your pigeon. You can come into full pigeon here. If that left knee is comfortable, you can place a prop beneath that left hip to support you. And if you're not feeling full half pigeon here and you want to come into a modified version, you can come into a seated figure 4 variation or a reclined figure 4 variation. So honoring wherever your body is at today and knowing that wherever you are, you're going to get that same stretch in the hip. Trying to open it up. Several deep breaths wherever you are. You can always bring some motion in to these longer holds to bring in some fluidity. And to make your way out of pigeon, find your way to a counter pose, either an extended child's pose or whatever pose feels good. Just reset for a moment. Let that hip go. Again, several deep breaths to give yourself time to wipe that slate clean, preparing for the other side. So making your way into a downward facing dog, you can take it to three-legged dog and drive that knee forward in toward the chest to prepare for half pigeon on the other side, either the full variation or the seated or the reclined variation. Wherever you are, surrendering to the breath. Allowing each breath to let you surrender deeper into the pose, into the present moment. When you're ready to make your way out of it, you can hold for as long as or as little as you'd like. Come into a counter stretch, either a gentle extended child's pose or any other pose that feels nice. You could come into hip circles. Eventually making your way back into a downward facing dog, and then walking the feet forward toward the hands to come into a forward fold and a halfway lift and rise, hands to heart center. We're going to take a nice wide stance on our mat, hands to hips, and hinge the heart forward, flat back, coming down to a wide-legged forward fold. Nice way to breathe a little bit deeper into the back of the legs here. And then come into some side lunges, just bending one knee and then the other. Lunging side to side, getting a little bit deeper into those adductors, the inner thighs. You can lift the toes of the straight leg as you lunge side to side to get a little deeper. Eventually making your way back up to standing and 45-degree the feet here. So you can come into a goddess pose. Arms to a T, flip the palms up. Then bend the arms like goalposts. Nice, beautiful goddess stretch. Reaching those hands high to the sky, nice 5-pointed star. And then inhale, arms high, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step it back to a plank and vinyasa through. So either knees, chest, and chin, or full chaturanga dandasana. Exhale, extended child's pose. 3 deep breaths. Eventually making your way down onto your back, nice and safe. You can hug the knees into the chest here. Feel free to take a single or double knee down twist. Recline twist before preparing to come into a shavasana. So legs and arms extended, and you can stay here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready to make your way out of shavasana, roll onto one side and rise to seated. Taking a moment to honor yourself in your practice today. And we will seal our practice with the sound of Om. So breathing in. When you're ready, drawing the hands to the heart center. Namaste.